You're listening to Brain Lenses. I'm Colin Wright. The emergence of generative artificial intelligence tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude has led to a fair bit of tumult across global economies. There are widespread concerns related to employment, for instance, the theory being that if more tasks can suddenly be handled by these tools, why would companies hire people to do them? There could, at some point, if not immediately, be a shock of unemployment around the globe, and that could lead to significant knock-on effects. There are also concerns related to our individual and shared sense of reality. Most modern AI systems will provide somewhat accurate information most of the time, but they'll share inaccurate information just as confidently, and it can be difficult to tell the difference because true and false information is presented in exactly the same way. Some people are also putting too much stock in what these AI systems tell them, and existing psychoses are thus being amplified when, for instance, chatbots tell them they are geniuses, they are gods, or that they need to kill themselves or others. The news industry is being closely watched by analysts and experts in this space because for much of modern history, the news has served as sort of a touchstone for objective shared reality. If we don't have that kind of touchstone, we will have even more trouble distinguishing between the facts and fictions these tools provide. Journalists have long been incentivized to share accurate information and to correct inaccurate information when they get it wrong, and that has made the news generally respected and reliable for this purpose. But the dawn of AI-generated articles and headlines, and derivative content based on articles and headlines, has scrambled this centrality, leaving many readers wondering whether they can believe what they've read because it may have been churned out by a sometimes reliable, sometimes not, AI system, or based on media or information that itself is unreliable or potentially so. A study published in mid-2025 found that people who are exposed to resources and facts about misinformation, including misinformation shared via news sources, will tend to put more stock in reliable sources, like those that share misinformation facts and resources, even 5 months after being exposed to that information. Said another way, news sources that attempt to inform their audience about misinformation-related issues will tend to be trusted more, not less, even though the news is riddled with such issues at the moment. And that's despite the fact that overall trust in the news tends to decrease when more people become aware of news-related misinformation. They trust most news sources less, but those few misinfo information-sharing sources more. There's an opportunity then for news sources to regain some of their reality-defining centrality, but only if they are assiduous in their reporting and are willing to address this new reality-scrambling elephant in the room without simultaneously contributing to that elephant scale problem. I'm able to present Brain Lenses in both its written and audio formats ad-free because of support from listeners like you. If you're enjoying what I'm doing here, consider becoming a paid supporter for the cost of a cup of coffee each month at brainlenses.com.